Donald Trump suffered a complete and total meltdown when fact-checked to his face about photoshopped gang tattoos and had what I believe is his worst interview ever since the infamous Axios Jonathan Swan interview of term number 1. The interview was with ABC News' Terry Moran. Trump insisted that the MS-13 on the Abrego Garcia knuckles was real, even though it was obviously photoshopped. Trump insists it was real, and he does not like being fact-checked to his face. Listen to this.
He wasn't a member of a gang. And then they look, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute.
Well, wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
He had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was photoshopped.
That was photoshopped. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay.
He's got to insult anyone with the audacity to say, you were lying. He attacks. He doesn't know. This is his currency.
Picked you, Terry, but you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture.
And you think it was Photoshop? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine, sir.
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No.
Trump cannot let it go. But of course, Terry Moran is completely correct.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news.
Trump says we can't believe the news, but Terry Moran is telling the truth. Trump is lying right now. It's a fake photo.
When he was photographed in El Salvador, they aren't there. But let's just go on. They aren't there when he's in El Salvador.
They weren't there, but they're there now, right?
No, but they're in your picture.
Terry.
Ukraine, sir.
He's got MS-13 on his knuckles.
All right.
Okay?
A complete and total crash. To all the people who all along said, no, Trump means that the tattoos stand for MS-13. He's not saying that it says MS-13. No, Trump is saying that the MS-13 that was photoshopped onto the knuckles is literally there. This is insane. And of course, Trump is either a terrible liar, or he's cognitively impaired, or he's being manipulated by his staff into believing that the photoshopped image of MS-13 was actually real, or some combination of the three. When Trump glitched out during rally after rally and spent minutes swaying to music, we should have been a little more concerned about making this guy president. Now, Terry Moran asks Trump, are you saying that Vladimir Putin wants peace despite all of the bombing? And Trump goes, yeah, he wants peace.
He's willing to stop the fighting. Don't forget,
you think he wants peace? You think Vladimir Putin wants peace?
I think he does, yes. I think he does. I think because
even with the raining missiles
I think he really, his dream was to take over the whole country. I think because of me, he's not going to do that.
Do you trust him? Do you trust him?
I don't trust you. I don't trust a lot of people. I don't trust you. Look at you. You come in.
Do you trust Putin? Trump's instinct is to tell the person asking the question, you're the one I don't trust.
All shooting for bear. You're so happy to do the interview.
I am happy.
Then you start hitting me with fake questions. You start telling me that a guy whose hand is covered with a tattoo doesn't have the tattoo. You know.
All right.
I mean, you're being dishonest.
No, I'm not.
Notice Trump going back to the tattoo. He can't let it go. This is a child.
I am not. Do I trust? I don't trust a lot of people, but I do think this. I think that let's say he respects me. And I believe because of me, he's not going to take over the whole. But his decision, his choice would be to take over all of Ukraine.
Okay.
All right. So, he trusts Putin, I guess, more than he trusts Terry Moran. Trump, then in a big uh-oh moment, asked, are you 100% confident in Pete Hegseth? And Trump goes, I'm not 100% confident in anybody, which many are interpreting as not great news for Pete Hegseth.
Signal chat with his wife on it where he's discussing that attack in Yemen. There's another signal chat discussing the attack on Yemen. There's a reporter accidentally involved. You said the other day that you had a talk with the secretary. Did you take him to the woodshed?
I had a talk with him, and whatever I said, I probably wouldn't be inclined to tell you. But we had a good talk. He's a talented guy. He's young. He's smart, highly educated. And I think he's going to be a very good hopefully a great defense secretary, but he'll be a very
Hopefully. So far, he's not, but Trump's still waiting.
good defense secretary.
You have 100% confidence in
I don't
Pete
have
Hegseth.
100% confidence in anything. Okay, anything. Do I have 100%? It's a stupid question. Look,
It's a pretty important
I
position.
have no.
Do you trust Putin? I don't trust you. Are you 100% confident? What a stupid question.
You don't have 100%. Only a liar would say I have 100% confidence. I don't have 100% confidence that we're going to finish this interview.
We will.
We will. All right. So this is what happens when an authoritarian used to having suck-ups and sycophants around him is actually pressed. Not even listen. I think it's important to mention Terry Moran is doing a reasonably good job here of giving Trump follow-up and not letting him get away with the lies. But this is what we call standard journalism in most of the world. Here, when you're expecting to be surrounded by sycophants, you go, oh, he's being nasty. What a nasty guy. This is called journalism. Okay. Now, of course, he'll never get another opportunity to interview Trump. That we know. Trump did also, during the interview, admit to willfully violating the Supreme Court order when it came to the deportation of Abrego Garcia.
There's a phone on this desk.
I could.
You could pick it up, and with all the power of the presidency, you could call up the president of El Salvador and say, send him back right now.
And if he were the gentleman that you say he is, I would do that.
But the court has
he's
ordered
not.
you to facilitate that.
I'm not the one making this decision. We have lawyers that don't want to do this.
But the buck stops in this office.
No. I follow the law. You want me to follow?
There's a phone on.
So, of course, Trump goes, no, I could have. I could have picked up the phone and I could have stopped the deportation, but he decided not to do it, something he had not previously acknowledged. And then finally, completely disconnected from the reality of how his economic policy impacts the day-to-day lives of Americans, he claims that tourism is up. We all know tourism to the United States is down about 15%. Trump, I guess, has people around him saying, oh, sir, tourism is up. It's going so well. Terry Moran fact checks it. Trump doesn't like it.
And Canadians, many of them, are really angry, furious about your talk about we're going to take over Canada, is going to become the 51st state. And it kind of is of a piece. A lot of travel is down into the United States from around the world. It feels like there's been reputational
The country's
damage.
doing great.
Well,
prices are down.
not the tourism.
Gasoline's down. Energy's down. Tourism is going to be way up. Wait till you see the numbers. The tourism is way up.
Not now.
Now Canada, tourism's doing very well. We're doing very well. We're doing very well. Wait till you see the real numbers come out in 6 months from now. Wait till you see the numbers.
Yep. Forget about Q1 GDP being down. Forget about Q2 GDP potentially also being down, putting us in a technical recession. In 6 months, you're going to hear something about tourism and see how great it is. This is what happens when you're surrounded by yes people and sycophants 24/7. Anyone attempting to interject some reality is considered a liar, is considered fake news, is considered nasty, is considered untrustworthy. Complete meltdown interview for Donald Trump. And just wait till you see what happened at his rally. Your mom wants you to call her, and this Mother's Day, give her a call. But you can also consider giving her an Aura digital picture frame. Aura Frames was named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter. I've gifted these to so many folks, including my mom, no matter where I am. If we're traveling, if my daughter does something absolutely brilliant on the playground, which happens all the time, I can take a picture or a video and upload it directly into my mom's Aura frame or whoever's. I can also share access. I shared it with my brother so he can upload pictures directly as well. Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. My audience can save for a limited time on the perfect gift by going to auraframes.com and getting $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver matte frame. Go to auraframes.com, use the code PACMAN. The link is in the description.